Okay, so we've installed our Go Control Smart Garage Controller, which uses Z-Wave, and we have connected it to SmartThings. But then how do we get it set up with Alexa so we can control it with our voice? I'm going to show you how to get that set up coming up next. Hi, I'm Justin from Simply Smart, where we make smart home technology as easy as 1, 2, 3. If you're interested in smart home technology, consider subscribing for more content like this. Also, I have the 3 steps to building the ultimate smart home right on my shirt, and you can find them in the video description below. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be getting our Alexa set up so we can control our garage door using our voice. Now this is a little bit complicated because Alexa by default will not unlock doors, disarm alarms, open garage doors using your voice for security reasons. So we have to do a little bit of a workaround here. If we go into our garage door, in SmartThings you have the option to open, close, it tells you the status, and you can also refresh the status. If we go into Alexa and go to our devices, all devices, and find our garage door, it only comes in as a contact sensor. And that's because there is 2 parts of the garage door. The sensor that goes on the door that tells you whether it's open or closed, and the actual Z-Wave controller that sends the signal to the garage door to open and close it. So what we need to do is we need to set up a virtual device in SmartThings that will control the door as a basic switch, so Alexa doesn't know that it's opening a locked device. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back over to SmartThings, and if you go to Automation, Smart Apps, and if you don't have this virtual device creator, you can click Add Smart App, and if you go all the way down to More, click on that, you will have your virtual device creator right at the bottom. So you just want to click on that, and then it's going to open this up. And what we're going to do is we're going to create, you have an option of a dimmer switch or a virtual switch. Obviously we're not going to be dimming the garage door, so you definitely want to use an on-off switch. And our home hub is what you want to choose, the hub location of where your garage door is. And then you just enter a device name. So I already have garage remote entered in there. And we're just going to go ahead and hit save. And what that's done is it's created a switch. So back under the My Home tab, these are all of our devices. And we go down and we have garage door remote. So when we click on that remote, all this is a switch. So I can turn on and off the switch, but it does nothing because it's not connected to anything. It's just an imaginary switch. So what you want to do is we need to use another app to connect the garage door to this switch. So we're going to go ahead and go over to our Smart Rules app. And if you don't have this app, I'll leave a link up here to show you the video on how to kind of use that and where to get that. When you add a new device to SmartThings, you have to be sure that you add it to your smart apps. Good, so we want to go back to our SmartThings and we want to go to the Automation tab, and at the top, instead of routines, you want to choose Smart Apps. And as you can see, my Smart Rules is here, and you would have to go into your Smart Rules, and this is basically everything showing in this list is everything that you have connected to SmartThings by logging into your SmartThings and giving it this permission. So what we need to do is we need to find switches. Here we go. find this, and we're going to find the garage remote that we just added, and we need to give this app permission to be able to use this garage remote. So once we have that checked off, we just hit done and click save. And before we get started, let's just go ahead and go into the settings and click sync. And this will be sure that it's gotten all the most recent data from SmartThings. Okay, so now that we have everything synced, we can create a new rule. So we're going to go ahead and let's choose an icon first, and just find one that kind of looks like a garage door. So we got this one here. Now we're going to say open garage door, and so basically we're going to find our virtual switch, and when our virtual switch turns on, that is when our garage door will open, and when it turns off, our garage door will close. So we find our garage remote, which we just created, and we're going to say turns on, and it stays this way for blank minutes. We're just going to leave it an instant trigger, so we're going to leave that blank and hit done. So if this happens, the garage remote turns on, then we are going to find our garage door. Here it is, under doors, garage door. We are going to open our garage door, and we're going to hit done here. So basically, if we turn on that virtual garage remote switch, our garage door will open. So we're going to go ahead and hit save on that. And now you can see at the very bottom we have open garage door. And let's do one more for close garage door. And now you can see once we save this, we are going to have our open and close door commands. And now what we can do is we can let's go ahead and sync this one more time just to make sure everything is up to date. And now we're going to jump out of the Smart Rules app now that we have our virtual switch linked to our garage door. When we flip the virtual switch on, our garage door will go up. When we switch it off, our garage door will go down. And now we just have to go over to Alexa, and let's see if our virtual switch shows here yet. We may have to discover devices for it to show. So garage door. Yeah, so far we just have a garage door, garage light, and garage motion sensor. So we're just going to have to discover devices real quick. Go ahead and unmute her. Alexa, discover devices.
Starting discovery. This will take a few moments. Power on your new devices now, and if needed, put them in pairing mode.
Now as she's doing this, I'm going to go ahead and end this app. And once she says it's complete, I'll go ahead and reopen this app just to be sure that the app is up to date and it's got the device that she's going to find, which is going to be our garage door remote.
I found garage remote, and you can control it by saying, turn off garage remote. To rename it, tap the name on the screen.
Alright, so we have our garage remote here. So we should just be able to turn it on and off using the remote, and it should open the garage door. Alexa, turn on garage remote.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you can hear that, but my garage door is doing the beeping, and now it says that it's opening. And now it says it's open. So basically what we've done is we've tricked Alexa to thinking it's just a basic switch, and now she'll do whatever you ask her to do as far as turning it on and off. So we'll leave the garage door open for now, but let's go ahead and create a routine in Alexa to make it a little bit better and a little more fun to use. So we're going to go ahead and go into our Alexa app. And we're going to click on routines. And we're going to click on the plus sign in the upper right hand corner. And we're going to click on when this happens. And we're going to say voice. When I say open garage door, click on the next. And we're going to add an action. And we're going to add a smart home action. And we're going to control a device. And we are going to control the garage door remote. And we're going to say power that on to open the garage door. I'm going to click next. And we're going to add one more action for Alexa to respond after we've given the command. So we're going to choose Alexa says, and we're going to choose custom, and just say, I have opened the garage door, so you do not have to lift a finger. Just make sure everything is spelled right. Hit the next, hit the next, hit the save. And then I'm going to do one more to close the garage door. So now we have both of our routines set up. And so you have them right here. So now the last time we left the garage door open. So now we should be able to close the garage door. So we're going to go ahead and ask Alexa to close the garage door. Alexa, close garage door.
I have closed the garage door like a boss.
So she's doing it. The garage door is closing. You can see on the app it's closing. And she also does that phrase that we put in, which you can have it be anything you want. And you can also make the routines, if you're worried about security, you could make it something like close the bat cave or anything unusual, so someone couldn't just walk in and start controlling your stuff using basic terms. But that's basically how you get it set up. It is a little bit involved because you have to create a virtual device to trick Alexa to be able to control the door. But you can also do this for any other items that she will not control. And that's basically how you get your garage door working with Alexa and set up routines to make it a little bit easier for everyone to communicate and get that working. So I hope you found that video helpful. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.